Hello, third graders. My name is Miss Eland, and I will be your teacher for this school year. I wanted to introduce myself and give you a few pieces of information so that you are most successful. A lot of this video will be for the adults to give you those details that you might otherwise have questions about. So we're going to be at Abraham Lincoln. This page contains the phone number, the address, the attendance line. If your child is to be sick, you would call this number. And I have put a lot of clickable links in this slideshow, and I will send you the slideshow along with this video. So you can always click here and it'll take you to the Abraham Lincoln page. This one will take you to the Perry Township page. This is our third grade team. Some of the people that the students will be seeing in the hallway. You have Mrs. Beaupre, Mrs. Lapkovich, Mrs. Bowling, myself, Mr. Elliott, and Miss Williams. This is my contact page, so the best way for you to get a hold of me would be either my email or my Parent Square page. I also have Class Dojo that I'll be using to set up behaviors, and I know some of you have used that in the past. My phone number is on the screen as well, and then this is the office main line. If it's an emergency, you can always contact me through the office. And finally, of course, sending a note through your student to me is another option. On this page, I would love for you guys to click on this survey. It's going to give me some information about you and about the student, how you want to contact me or how you want me to contact you, and just give me some of those first day of school things that I am going to be asking about. For our English language learners, we have Miss Laura, who is our Spanish interpreter, and this is her email and her phone number. For our Chin speaking students, we have Mr. Leon, and you can see his email and his phone number as well. This will be our daily schedule that third grade will follow. We have planned restroom breaks in there so that students aren't in contact with each other throughout the day. So we have planned restroom breaks through there. We have 3 of them. Of course, students can always go later if they need to. So if you are choosing to have your child be a car rider, they are going to want to follow the new car rider routine. So you will go up Missouri Street and take a right in front of the playground and follow it all the way down to this side of the building and then loop around. And students are going to be getting out of their car at door 1, which is right here. This will be the stop line, so cars can pull up to here, and then students will be able to exit their car and walk into the building from door 1 if they choose to be a car rider. This year we will be using a program called Canvas to support all of our digital needs, and this video, if you watch it later, is just a short video explaining how Canvas is going to be used. It shows you a little bit about Canvas so that you have that familiarity and are able to access it from home. Some features, some things that we need to remember in the classroom is when our students and teachers required to wear a mask. So any area where social distancing is not possible, like the bus, in the hallways, cafeteria lines, in the restrooms, students are going to be expected to wear those masks. If they are working in a small group or on a partner activity, they will be asked to wear a small mask as well. And if we're working and we're responding out loud, it is best that we use a mask as well in that situation. If the students are spaced apart from each other and not talking to each other, then they would be able to take their mask off. For this year, our lunch and recess look a little bit different. Third graders will be eating lunch in their classroom. They will go down to the cafeteria and get their tray and then come back to the classroom to eat. They will have to stay in their desk or at their table that they're assigned to, and won't be able to move around and sit with their friends during lunch. And then at the end, there will be a trash can that they will be able to throw things away. Recess, again, it's different. Every teacher will go out with their students, and they will have a designated area that the students will play in. Unfortunately, they won't be able to play with other classes, and so I'll be working on getting some outdoor recess material that the students will be able to play in our designated area. If you would like your student to have a water bottle, it's encouraged. That way we can avoid the water fountains. The water fountains will be sanitized throughout the day, but having the water bottle will just make things a little bit easier, and that way they are getting the water that they need and not risking contamination. I just ask that the water bottles go home every night and they get washed, and that the water bottles have a resealable lid so that we're not having any accidents in the classroom and by our computers. And please only put water in the water bottles, no Gatorade or pop or anything like that. So like I said earlier, we will have restroom breaks throughout the day. We have 3 of them scheduled. If there is an emergency and the child just can't hold it, they'll have to go one at a time. And I have to document it just so that I know when they were out, if they potentially cross somebody who might be infected with COVID at a later point. For the textbooks, this is a big change. Students will keep all of their textbooks in their book bag. So in the event that the Marion County Health Department says we got to shut the schools down, they will have the books available to them once we start going virtual. So I will be sending home textbooks for second semester. You'll have like book 2 and journal 2 for reading and math. Those need to be left at home. And then every day students should keep in their book bags their math journal, their reading book, and their home links so that they have those for school and for home if we need to. These are all the books that we will be using. So as you can see, this is Math Journal 1. This is Reading My Book 1. And this is the home links. We do have a social studies book. We don't have them in stock yet, so this could be a book that will be added later. They just won't have it the first day of school. The books that need to be left at home until December are very similar to our other books that are going to stay in there. We just need to make sure that we are looking at volume 2. And then My Book 2, those will be used later in the school year in December and into January. Chromebooks. Everyone is going to get a Chromebook on the first day of school, and you will get a computer Chromebook, and then you will get a charging cord. So last year, if you were in Perry Township, you used Chromebooks. As second graders, you weren't able to take them home, and as third graders, you'll be able to be taking them home every single night. So we no longer have carts in our classrooms that store the Chromebooks. Your computers will be in your book bag every single night to go home. But that also means that you have to put it in your book bag every single morning to make sure they are coming back to school. So some things that you need to remember with your Chromebooks: leave their Chromebooks in the case at all times. Never take it out of the case. That case is there to protect it so we don't have any damage. Make sure that you are charging your Chromebook every single night. And I would put your charger back in your book bag so that you always have it and you don't lose it. If you're not using the computer, make sure that you put it in your book bag so that it's not left out or it's not damaged. Keep all food and drinks away from your Chromebook. And then if you do have any problems, make sure you are reporting it to me so that I can help you get that fixed. On this page, there are 3 videos that will help you through what to do with your materials. So there's a video that explains the supplies. There's a video about the book bag and the books at school, and then there's a video about book bags and books at home. So I encourage you to watch them. It's kind of step-by-step directions about what we are expecting to be in the book bags. As always, we've had these expectations for the last few years at Lincoln. We want everyone to be a star and shine with excellence. So these are our expectations that we have school-wide. The S stands for show respect. The T stands for talk and act positively. The A stands for always cooperate. And the R stands for responsible for your actions. We will be going over these expectations daily and working on those as a classroom. In 3rd grade, students begin testing. Is kind of the big year where they have the state mandated testing. We complete 3 different types of testing. One of them is evaluate, and that is given to the students monthly. They will take a reading test and a math test, and it's going to help me to look at what they need help on, what I need to instruct them on, and we're going to look at our grade level goals so that we can progress and get where we need to be by the end of the year. So evaluate is mostly for me to be able to look at what's happening with the students. In the spring, the 1st of March, they will have to do the iRead test. It is the mandated test that tracks what the students have learned in kindergarten through 3rd grade. So it is just a reading test. It's pretty simple, straightforward, and that happens in March. And then the final big test is the iLearn test. It is the other state mandated test that has language arts and math skills. This test is given between April and May, and it will last over quite a few days. We have multiple tests that we have to go through in order to complete this test. So I just wanted to give you some suggestions for a great year. It's a new year, and it is a very unusual year with everything that's been going on. So here are a few things that you can do to help the year go positively. If you check your folders every single night, newsletters will be sent home once a week. I encourage you guys to look in their book bags each and every single night, especially this first few weeks, making sure that they are getting those materials back in their book bags before they come to school. Be a part of Class Dojo and Parent Square. I will be sending a lot of messages in Parent Square. In Dojo, I like to use it to share pictures and messages. The students can get in there and share their excitements and their accomplishments that they've had. So I use Parent Square more as a picture thing and celebrating their accomplishments. Look in those blue folders every night. Join the PTA. Come to the school events or come to our virtual online events. Please, please, please set up a conference if you feel the need. And keep in touch with me. I am here to answer any questions that you have, and I want to make sure I'm doing what's best for your student, so please keep in touch. One of the features on that survey that I'm asking you to complete is setting up a conference time. I would love to meet with everybody briefly this year. Since we're doing it virtual and I can't meet you in person, I would love to do it virtually or over the phone. So that is one of the choices on that survey, is letting me know how I can reach out to you and have some kind of conference, just so that I can get a little bit more information about your students. So please complete that, and I look forward to hearing from you.